Yo, what's up, Breaker fans? This is Rafael from C Manga, and I'm here to give you a review of the Breaker New Wave Chapter 110. And I definitely enjoyed this chapter this week. Once again, anyone who's looking for action, don't expect any because nothing like that happened. But regardless, I think it was still worthy of being a good chapter because it did a very good focus on Shi-Woon in this chapter. We saw a kind of very interesting character development for him. We saw his relationship with his Sun-Woo clan and his loyalty to it, even when he was, someone tried to test it. And yeah, it was really good. And as I said, with his character development, he seemed to become a man in this chapter. So also another thing I found happy about, if anything, was we got to see Elder Jung's last moments before he died, which I complained about last time, them not showing. So that was good to see. And it was basically him healing Shi-Woon, and Shi-Woon's woken up while he's healing and noticing that he's Elder John's key is surrounding his body, and he feels really guilty, saying, it's my fault you're gonna die. And Elder John's like, no, there's no reason to feel guilty. I was glad I could die for the Geuk-jin. And he said, I leave everything to you now. The Sun-Woo clan and the whole cleanup, it's all yours to deal with now. So we go to the present now, and this guy enters the room. He's called Jung-Won, and he's a spokesman between the government and the Murim. So he's like a liaison between the two different worlds. And he kind of he's a arsehole to Shi-Woon, really, because he slyly tries to use some mind rape techniques, trying to change his mind on how he views the Sun-Woo clan, basically trying to turn him against him, saying, the Sun-Woo clan's only using you. You don't have to lie. I know they just basically force you to go there against your will and be the head Geuk-jin. And the clan was fine as it was, along with just 4 elders, but they're just using you as a headpiece. You don't have to do it anymore, and that's why we brought you here to help you. And Shi-Woon's all that time he was trying to speak, but when he finally gets to speak, he's saying, I heard in the Murim world, it was polite and honourable to address someone of a higher status by their honorifics, regardless of their status. And he's saying, why do you keep speaking to me in such a matter? And he's like, if that's the case or whatever about the Sun-Woo clan, it's like, why would they bring someone like me to take care of the guy Sun-Woo clan? Why would they make me the Geuk-jin, the elder of their clan? And it's like, why would someone bring someone like him into such a perfect clan? And why would Elder Jung risk his life to save someone as worthless as him as a Geuk-jin? He's saying, regardless of what he feels, he said he's gonna honor that sacrifice and the memory of Elder John by becoming a very strong Geuk-jin and leading the Sun-Woo clan. And the guy, kind of mocks him again, and he's like, you listen. He's like, you keep speaking to me rudely. I'm the elder, I'm the Geuk-jin of the Sun-Woo clan, and you're still being rude. And his eyes looked really sick in this panel, because that was another thing I noticed was when the chapter started, his eyes were really like pale looking, and like he had a distant look in his eyes. And I was thinking, is this guy being lazy with his drawing, because there was no detail in his pupils, but as it gradually goes up through the pages, it's like the life in his eyes come back, and he was really had a vicious look in them, and he shook the guy up. So the guy leaves saying, well, whatever you want to be, well, do what you want, but it doesn't change your situation, you're stuck here. And he speaks with some other guys and he tries to say like, Shi-Woon's got Stockholm syndrome, and that he basically, if you know what that means, it's like when someone kind of brainwashes or captured victims so that they become friendly or kind of sympathetic towards the captors. So he believes that Shi-Woon's not really sincerely with this Sun-Woo clan of his own will. He was brainwashed into it, and that's the reason why he's the Geuk-jin believes himself to be. So they believe he's not really happy they're being there. But when he goes back now, Shi-Woon's gone. He's basically broke the window and legged it, and everyone was surprised, even Shi-Woon himself, as he's running, because he's like, how is this possible? Like, I didn't think this would be as easy. And apparently the guy's really peed off because some skilled doctor was supposed to come over, and now Shi-Woon's gone. That's going to cause trouble. So as Shi-Woon's running now, he's basically broke his cast and said, right, even that's fine, you know, like I must have been out for a while for this to heal quickly, even though he doesn't know. It hasn't actually been that long since he was brought in there. So he's because of what happened with the Sun-Woo clan, or not what happened, because this man's basically speaking against him. He feels like he needs to return there quickly, seeing as that guy has something against him. And yeah, so he has no idea where he is though, so he's kind of aimlessly running around in some woods. And as he's doing that, some snipers basically got a shot on him, or not a shot, they've got sights on him and confirmed where he's going to. And the guy with the suits basically say, cool, everyone go to the 7th ridge, because that's where he's running to, and beat him up if you can, because we need to keep him here, but just don't kill him. And yeah, the doctor's complaining about this, saying, oh, you said he was a critical patient, why are you going to do that? And he's like, well, if he ran 5 kilometers away in under 30 minutes, I don't consider that critical patient, do you? And you know, this other guy comes along now who is apparently the skilled doctor they're talking about, and he was some elder, and he's, you know, kind of really peed off, joking about, well, not joking about, but it was kind of a comedy moment, because he was like, oh, you greet me, why don't you little shits greet me properly? And it's like, why I should gouge your eyes out and things like that. And he looks at the charts that's given to him, and he's like, you lot must be blind if you can't see. And he's like, are these records that accurate? And he's like, yeah, we told you he was dying. He's like, well, you obviously really blind, can't you see that his physique and bone structure's changed in the past few days? And he's like, do I really need to explain this to some supposed doctors? And they're like, well, how is that possible? And he's like, well, where there's been excessive ki inside the body, it's like it rearranges the bone structures, the organs, and things like that. Muscle, basically, it's a miracle. It's like a rebirth, and it's called the Hyong Gyong Tao Te. As basically translated as overhaul, rebirth, where the body is, as I said, rebuilt, restructured, and renewed. And that's basically what's happened to Shi-Woon, which is kind of no surprise, because I remember his body did that quite a lot in the past, where he would heal. But this seems to be, because it was such a close near-death situation, his body's basically like gone into a deeper recovery state and repaired it completely. And now he's, as it seems, much stronger than before. And I'm guessing that means his key center must be rebuilt as well, which it seems obvious by this point. But you know, I just want to put it out there again and state it. But yeah, as I said, chapter was really good. I enjoyed it, and I'm really impressed with Shi-Woon's character. His development is really impressive, and he's definitely turning into a man and a suitable master and Gaiju of the Sun-Woo clan. And I was pleased that he wasn't even phased or like kind of tricked by that guy's deception, trying to make him go against the Sun-Woo clan, because they want to use him, like, you know, to try and undermine the Sun-Woo clan from the inside, seeing as he's the elder. They want to take advantage of that. But nope, Shi-Woon's having none of that. He's even legged it just to get back to the Sun-Woo clan. And I remember before, he had no sort of like passion to be there. He was like, I'm only doing this for Lady Soul. But now he feels, I'm the Gaiju, this is my job, and I'm going to do everything I can. And that's what I like to see, and this is really, really impressive. So yeah, definitely looking forward to the next few chapters, and I hope they're really good like this one has been. So yeah, that's all I can say. Really good character development with Shi-Woon, and you know, defending the clan. He's basically stated this is what he wants to do. So yeah, what do you guys think of the chapter? Did you enjoy it? Let me know what you think will happen next, and are you impressed with these turn of events? And also leave a like if you enjoyed the chapter and the video, because it helps us and the series out. And also subscribe for more content in the channel, and I'll speak to you guys in the next chapter.